Okay, I got it now. The maid outfit stays on for the album review. Let's be honest. Okay, everybody. Let me switch the category to music. Just for the hell of it, so it's easier to parse. Because I'll probably turn this into a YouTube video or something. I don't know. Probably. I think that would be appropriate. So, hey everybody. Welcome back to Poo Poo Pee Pee. Ace poos pellets like a rabbit y'all stop. Stop. I'm trying to be serious now. The poo poo and the pee pee are behind us. Wait. So a year ago today, June 6th, 2022, I released my first album, Giving Lemurs Anxiety. And as Ace discussed previously, the title came from Ace listening to the album for the first time and getting anxiety. And Ace is a lemur, ergo giving lemurs anxiety. Let's see. I think I should have the album art somewhere around here so we can get a little bit of a closer look at it before we even get into. Nope, never mind. Fuck me. It's not. It's not there. Oh, my organization system is not very good. It's only recently that I've started like putting things in appropriate places. This one, got it. I found it. Woohoo! Here we go. Okay, so here's the album cover. Let's start with that before we even This is a picture. This is a picture of Ace. You can see it's a pixelated picture because this album has a little bit of a crusty aesthetic, so I wanted that to be a part of it. And the background, I don't know if I've ever like publicly talked about this. The background is a picture that I took all the way back in like 2008 or 2009 using this tiny like digital camera. I couldn't tell you what the brand was or anything. It was just some cheap little, like half a megapixel. Actually, okay, this might not be exactly the right thing, but it's similar. It's similar. It was like this kind of camera. This actually might have been the exact one. And they were really cheap. They had 16 entire megabytes of internal memory. They ran off of a single AAA battery, and it was like half a megapixel. Like, I actually have no idea. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked. Point is, I had one of these things. It was like a stocking stuffer one year. And this is a picture that I took because I thought it was really cool and aesthetic. Wait, the second picture on the packaging. Oh my gosh, yes, the baby. El bebe. This photo that I took, it was AOL Messenger. That's a good guess twice. It was actually Google Messenger, like you would use in Gmail. I don't even know if that's still a thing. But that's how I used to talk to a couple of my friends in high school. Because we were too cool for MSN Messenger or AOL Instant Messenger, so we would use Google Messenger. And I was like, yo, this is fucking sick. And you can't read shit in the original picture. But I was like, but I still lolled. That's a pretty solid phrase. I want that to be on the album cover, even if it's completely hidden. You know what I mean? So I intentionally framed this so that it would still be there, because it's almost like it's like the hidden subtitle of the album. Giving lemurs anxiety, but I still lolled, Google Hangouts is what it's called now. Okay, I didn't realize they were the same thing. And yes, the baby picture was definitely a promo image from Death Stranding. So anyway, that's the general gist of the album. We're gonna pull up the visualizer for the. Oh my gosh, I wanted you to open A new tab? But you didn't? Why are you doing this to me? Oh, it's not you. It's not you. It's me. It's my keyboard. Because of course it's my keyboard. Of course it's my keyboard. When do I not have issues with this keyboard? It just did it again. Um, you remember using Hangouts in school because you weren't allowed to talk in class? Oh, I got you. I got you. I understand. I see where you're coming from. I don't know how loud this is. I'm just gonna play a little bit to test the audio level, and then we're gonna talk about it, and then we'll go song by song. It's a little quiet. Let's turn it up because like I'm probably not gonna be talking over it much. Okay. So you'll see this a couple times throughout the visualizer because I want to talk about the visualizer too. I used a good amount of footage from Serial Experiments Lane, which it's like basic bitch, you know, oh, I'm 30 and I liked weird anime in the 2000s. Like, it's one of my favorite shows. Like, but I understand that in 2023, it's probably kind of passe to say that. I don't know. I used a lot of footage of it and at least one other anime that I really like. It might be the second album that I use some other anime that's kind of like hidden, you know, but we'll get there. We'll get there in December. I plan on doing a annual or like a 1 year anniversary stream for basically every big project that I do. YouTube got rid of inboxes, so you lost all those messages. I didn't even know that they got rid of that stuff, you know? Oh, through YouTube inbox. Yes. I forgot that was a thing. I knew that was a thing, but I forgot about it. So the first song, I was trying to check earlier and see if I could find the like creation dates for all the files for this album. And unfortunately, it looks to me like when they all have their original file names, but when I copied them to my external hard drive for the sake of just like backup, it looks like it overwrote their creation dates, which doesn't sound like something that should be possible, but some of these songs I have no idea how old they are, but they're old, so including this one. The date that I have for this one is January 28th, 2022, which I know is not correct because that's like a month before this album came out. Yeah, I checked properties and the date created. It seems like when I copied them to the new hard drive, it was like, "Oh, yep, you've created this file." But I don't get it. Anyway, this song is probably, if I had to guess, it's probably from 2017 or maybe 18. I don't remember what the first song that I worked on for this album was, but it might have been this one. It might have been. Because I have another one. It's probably 2017. Because I have another one that I have the date for, and it's like the end of 2017. So anyway, I'm just gonna play it. This is the shortest song on the album. I'm gonna play it, and then we're gonna talk about it a little bit afterwards. Okay, real talk. Doe, because I'm pretty sure you're still here. Doe and anybody else who discovered my music without knowing me personally, and like listened to this album and got through and got through that and actually like continued listening, you're fucking real ones. Cause like this song, I knew I wanted to include this, but admittedly this song is weird as fuck. Like, so at the apartment where Ace and I used to live, we had these like, I guess they were technically walk-in closets, but they were super thin, right? Like you could barely fit in like with your shoulders across, but but they were really long. Like they were, or really deep, I guess. Like you could probably lay down comfortably in one of them. And because we both do YouTube voiceover, we would like go in there and with all the clothes being used for sound dampening, we would record our voiceover in the closet. And one day I was just like, you know what? I don't know how to make music. I feel like doing that. So I just went and I recorded a bunch of just doing weird shit with my mouth and my voice. And then probably in about 20 minutes, I time stretched a bunch of it, and like I might have pitch shifted some of it a little bit. It's kind of hard to tell. And just layered it across like 8 tracks in Audacity and then exported it and didn't touch it again for 5 years. Oh, bye Joe. Thanks for stopping by. Technically first PD vote. Actually, that's true. That's true. I didn't even think about that. So yeah, this one, I just basically made it and then put it in a drawer and didn't think about it for like 5 years is what I'm getting at. Also, hilariously, I made a goof in the visualizer and I did not catch it like the 1 or 2 times that I watched it previously. So that's hilarious. Where was it? Here, I didn't full screen this. I'm gonna claim that this was artistic intent. It's aesthetic that the 4-3 is nested in the 16-9, you know? And then it just all of a sudden, when he laughs, he goes, boom, now he's 16-9. He like went into the future. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Also, song title, I forgot to say that. Song title, Tell Them Nebraska Sent You, literally means absolutely nothing. It's what I named the file. It's what I named the WAV file when I exported it from Audacity. It doesn't fucking mean anything. And I was just like, yeah, that's a solid title. Let's keep that. The only thing that I did in early like January or February 2022 is I mixed it. But yeah, otherwise, you always figured it was an Ethel Cain reference. You know, it's funny because yeah, one of my favorite Ethel Cain songs is House in Nebraska. But in 2017, she was active, but I did not become aware of Ethel Cain until I think 2020, and I didn't become aware of that song until even later. So it's hilarious that like it worked out that way. Also, yeah, Tell Them Nebraska Sent You sounds like a Midwest emo song title. So like, I'm just saying, even if they don't fit, I come up with some good fucking song titles. I actually thought it was meant to be a reference to the drag queen Nebraska Thunderfuck for whatever reason. This is okay. See, I'm glad. I was nervous. I'm gonna be completely candid with y'all. I was a little nervous about doing this stream, but I like really wanted to do it just for the sake of like, I don't know. I was like, this seems like fun, and I want to like not talk about meaning behind any of what I do, but just like give you an idea of like how it came to be. And it's hilarious that that's like 3 different interpretations of it. Like that when really like in reality it was just some bullshit that I typed out. Okay, second track, A Vague Ocean View. This one was retitled, and I don't remember which one was the original title. So I need to actually no, I think I do know which one this is. This one is an experiment from about the same time. I think this would have either been late 2017 or early 2018. You know what? I'm realizing now I could probably access the dates for these on SoundCloud because I think I may have uploaded these on SoundCloud under a different name. But fuck if I know what name I put them under. Like, now that I'm thinking about that, I'm like, huh. And I have no idea if I took them down from SoundCloud either. Anyway, this one was a bit different. This was an experiment with I was trying to like make a soundscape because I was definitely firmly in this place when I made these early songs where I was like, I don't know how to make music. And there's probably like a correct way to make music, right? And I was like, I don't know what that looks like. So I'm just going to make some weird noisy bullshit and claim that it's like music or whatever, right? So this one, it's mostly cobbled together from sound effects that I got off of, I should say, public domain sound effects that I got off of Free Sound that I edited, and and one of our cats crying for food. That is the original title of the song. Was in Japanese. Oh, shit, I don't remember what this kanji means. I'm so out of practice with Japanese. The original title was this. I'm going to put it on screen. It's this one that I have highlighted. It's the cat god something. I don't know what that verb is. So I'm going to look it up on G-Show really quick. An offering to the cat god. That's what it was originally called. It was a joke. That's right. It was a stream gone. I'm right here. It says I'm live. Can other people see me? Oh, okay. Maybe it's just on your end. Hiccup. Fine for you. Okay. So it was an offering to the cat god because our cats used to scream a shitload for food. They still do, but they're better about knowing when food time is. At the time, they would just scream, just a lot. So I was like, I'm going to record it and make some funny noise out of it. Was I using Cakewalk? Actually, no. I didn't start using Cakewalk until April or May 2020, when Abysme and I started working on the Abandoned Hatchback project. I used that as an excuse to learn a DAW. So I picked a free one because I was like, fuck it, like we're gonna make an album together and I don't want to spend more than like $50. So I used that as an excuse to learn a DAW and how to use a MIDI keyboard. So I bought a $50 MIDI keyboard and did that. But at this point, we're talking about 2 to 3 years prior to that. So most of these early songs were done in Audacity, actually. So anyway, this is what was later retitled to A Vague Ocean View. So let's we're gonna listen through to this, and if at any point I think of anything, I'll pause songs to talk about them. But yeah, here you go. All of the stuff that you hear in this song that sounds like that is time stretched and pole stretched cat yelling for food. That I don't mean to break the magic, but that's what that is. So yeah, the original idea for that one is like the it's like you're going to a temple like inside of a cave or something that's like for this cat deity, and you're like offering something to it, and that's basically, I was just trying to convey that through like sound, you know what I mean, because I just thought it would be funny because our cats screamed a lot. That's ultimately everything that's going on there. The I named it a vague ocean view because Dumps a lot, who you'll see on the streams a lot, and in chat, we visited California in November of 2021, and then again at the beginning of 2022. And in those two times that we were there, I was keeping a memo on my phone of just dumb shit that we said that would make for good song titles. At this point, I was not intending to like pursue making a persona and like releasing music and stuff, but it just kind of happened like 2 months later, and I was like, you know what? I've been keeping joke song titles for years, but some of the ones that we came up with in California were fucking good. A vague ocean view was something that one of either me, Dumpsalot, or Ace said about something. I don't even remember the original context anymore, but it was in there, and I was like, that sounds good. When I first listened to that song, it reminded me a lot of a video I need to show you at some point. Okay, I'm curious. I'm curious. Yeah, what it reminded you of. And yeah, Zevo was there too. Zevo, we visited a lot of people the second time we went to California. Okay, so Without You, I Can't Sleep. The title is very straightforward. It's literally the one like vocal that I sampled over and over again. I'm of two minds on this. I don't know if I should reveal where the sample is from. You know what I mean? Like, would that, do y'all want to know? Would that ruin it? I don't know. Can I like legally reveal that? I don't know. Like, because a lot of music is very sample heavy, but it's very, I don't know. It's a scary video, so that's why I don't know if you want to show it on stream. DM it to me, and we can take a look at it, or like I'll take a look at it, and we can take a look at it like on stream maybe some other time, maybe, because I'm probably gonna end up running out of time, like because I'm talking a lot more than I expected. So Without You, I Can't Sleep. I picked the images for this one because it's the best OTP in the world. If you know, you know. Shinji and Carl. This one again, I don't have a date for, unfortunately, but this again would have been 2017 or 2018. This was built entirely in Audacity. I took one sample. Literally everything that you hear is one like 5 or 6 second sample, chopped up and rearranged, Paul stretched, time stretched, everything. I was really fucking into Paul stretching in like 2017. It was good. It was, so we'll take a look at this one. This one might be one of the most straightforward, but also this might be one of my favorite songs on this album. I'm just being honest.
I've just laid the
Fucking stupid visualizer I made a year ago and haven't looked at. Go make me fucking cry. Look at it, stupid Carl. Okay, so see that's the thing. This that song, as far as I know, is the only one that's like basically just one giant sample. And I was really split when I put this album together whether or not to actually put it on there. Because I think it's one of the I think it's probably one of the best things that I've ever done, like musically. Largely because, like, I know what it originally came from, and it came from a shitpost. It, like, that is a sample from a joke song that, when transposed that way, it became, like, pretty fucking good, in my opinion. But yeah, anyway, I don't know if there's a whole lot to say about that one, honestly. I think that one's the kind that, like, the production process was pretty straightforward. And Ace said earlier I used to Paul stretch a bunch of stuff to make myself laugh. That's very true, and there's an example of that later as well. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like the production process was simple enough for that one, and it's straightforward enough that it kind of speaks for itself. Actually, here we are. To make the night go faster. This one I actually have a date for. This one was originally completed December 29th, 2017. So I'm not sure of the production order of all of these, but I'm pretty sure this one was like in the middle, right? You forgot this one, right? This is another one. Everything in this song is a single it's literally somebody saying to make the night go faster. So what is that? To make the night go faster? It's 6 words. It's a sample of somebody saying 6 words in like approximately a second, and I somehow blew that out into like a 4 fucking minute thing. This is where, at the same time, like I said, I was trying to experiment with a bunch of different stuff. I was like super convinced that I couldn't make like, you know, proper like structured music or whatever. So I was like, okay, I want to make just a straight up noise song. And I'm really proud of where this one ended up as well, especially because everything that you've heard up to this point was just me experimenting like 5 or 6 years ago. I used to Paul stretch on Gunther's Ding Dong song. It was haunting. Dude, Paul stretching makes everything sound fucking good. Like that, it's like a lost art. Because I know when it was like the Justin Bieber at 800% or whatever, when that happened in like 2008 or 2009, for a minute there, people were like, yo, Paul stretching is something different. But it kind of like really quickly fell out of favor. And it's just like, oh, it's a quirky tool that you can use. You know what I mean? But genuinely, like that last one showed, and like this one is going to show, Paul stretch, you can fucking make entire songs just by Paul stretching and like rearranging stuff. So anyway, let's look at To Make the Night Go Faster, which is kind of the inverse of Without You, where it started as a shitpost and it ended as a shitpost, visualizer and all. So here's To Make the Night Go Faster. I forgot that I put this in here. That's all. Okay. So, I think music wise, like I said, that was pretty straightforward in terms of how it was created and everything. The why do, like I said, started as a shitpost, ended as a shitpost. The Japanese textbook that we were using in our class that we were taking in like 2018 to 2021, I think. For some reason, I took a picture of this with my phone and turned it into an emote on the Discord server that we had for that class because I thought it was just the funniest fucking thing when I didn't understand something to post this emote. So yeah, the entire video for this got based around that. It was good. It was good. Okay, so I think that ends the old material. Yeah. Yes. The rest of this, okay. I don't remember structuring it this way, actually. The first 4 songs are all stuff from 2017 to 2018. 2019, I don't really work on music. 2020, I work on the first Abandoned Hatchback album with Abysme. And then 2021, like late 2021, I start working on stuff just for fun and like to maybe do another project with Abysme. But then early 2022, so like the month before this album comes out, like January into February, the rest of this album is completed, and actually a good chunk of the second album too. But we'll talk about that when we do that stream in December, I think it is. Let's see. Zivo said earlier, I think the functionality is kind of common. Yeah, pulse stretching is definitely common. I just mean to say that I think it's not really like generally. I don't know. Do people even like use it that much anymore? So the dates that I have for the rest of these are February 4th. Oh, gosh, I'm skipping. I should have said also, to make the night go faster, the working title for that one, back in the day, the original title, I should say, was Hot Boy Jesus Dat Boy 666. I probably should have just left that as the title, if we're being honest. But yeah, so the rest of these are made in like late January or early February. I don't have exact dates for all of them. Oh yeah, no, Abysmia and I are definitely doing more under Abandoned Hatchback. That's absolutely happening, especially now that I've gotten like some other stuff completed. This one, Goatcore, no fucking idea why I named it this. No, this was not in my notes app for funny titles. I don't know. I don't fucking know. This was, as you'll see, this one might actually be the shortest one. I had 2 song ideas. I smashed them together and I turned them into one incredibly short, weird fucking song. And I haven't listened to it in a year, so I don't know how I feel about it. So let's give it a listen.
Is ready.
Thank you, Doe. If you want to wait until after, or if you want to say it now, either way is fine. In terms of this one, I really fucking like bit crushing. So that's why the drums sound like shit. I think the Voynich, how the fuck do you pronounce this? This thing. I think this thing is cool. So I used a picture from it. And the other one, I just wanted some groovy shit. And then there's more Lane, because of course there's more Lane. For the next one, I am actually going to not use the album mix for Mad About Pizza. We're going to look at the original video, because on the album, I removed all of the vocal samples because, like, I don't feel comfortable, using vocal samples from, like, a streamer like that without their permission, without, like, clearance. And I mean, when I released this, I was, like, literally just tiny bab, like, 10 subscribers, like, I don't know how I feel about just being like, hello, Joel, can I steal your voice, please? So anyway, let's take a look at the original video instead of the album mix, because this is how God intended it.
This is shit!
So, anybody who doesn't know the original context, Yol went on a rant about how Dr. Utker's pizza is the worst fucking pizza. And this was squarely, when this happened, this was squarely in when I was like, I think I do want to make music. So, this might not have been my first attempt at, like, I'm going to make quote unquote real music or whatever. This was probably like the second or third song that I worked on. And this was just like, this song was like the kick in the ass that made Princess Dank become a thing, is what I'm getting at. So that's why so much of the video is sampled from that stream.
I'm getting fumingly mad just talking about this. That's the one where they eat at the restaurant. Fuck this pizza! But it tastes like nothing! Worst pizza! It is awful!
Don't forget to subscribe.
Okay. I'm still honestly really proud of this song and this video. This one, I replaced some obviously, like, I replaced all of his vocal samples. This song was, you know, after I had practice with Cakewalk, with doing the Abandoned Hatchback album with Abysme, I was like, you know what, I feel comfortable, like, kind of noodling and figuring this out. This is where I figured out my formula of, like, picking a chord that I thought sounded good and just kind of, like, running with that. And programming it manually and all that kind of all that jazz. The main thing that you hear sampled here is the almond break, which, you know, like, I fucked with, ran, like, some effects and EQ and shit on it, and I chopped it up a bit, because, like, especially up at the, like, oh yeah, I forgot, I inserted new Yol memes in the parts that originally had his vocals. Everybody loves the almond break, it's true, but, like, yeah, any of those, like, weird glitchy parts, those are where I, you know, chopped it and stuff like that. But anyway, so yeah, this one, Princess Dank would not be Princess Dank without the 3 Yol songs that I've done. And Mad About Pizza is where that started. This next one's a little interesting. This one is actually, you know, I don't know if anybody but Abysme knows this. This song, I Had a Dream My Brother Died and I Woke Up Crying, which is a title that's just, like, it's literally a thing that happened. And I was like, yo, that'd be a fucking sick song title. This song is actually a remix of an Abandoned Hatchback song that you haven't heard yet. This is a remix of a song that is going to be on the second Abandoned Hatchback album that I did the instrumental for it. It was after the first time we went to California, so it was probably November or December of 2021. And Abysme did vocals for it a couple months ago. And yeah, it's so y'all are hearing a remix here, like, probably a solid 1.5 or 2 years before the original song is actually released. Yeah, so this one's kind of me returning to my earlier, like, Audacity adventures. I'm taking a thing that I had already basically completed and said, like, all right, this is good, this is how I want it, and then I just, like, took the fucking power tools to it and destroyed it, and this is where it ended up. yeah, this is all footage that I got personally, and it's spooky back roads. Yeah, where Ace crashed us into a stream. We were fine though. We were fine. Long story short, this road runs through a stream, and it had rained recently. So when we went to go like hiking, we had to drive through a stream. That's it was pretty treacherous. I also just want to take a moment because like we're only halfway through the I did not remember making the video this horrifying, but I guess I did that, so yeah, Doe, welcome to the Princess Dank ARG. This is the initializing video. So yeah, I definitely don't remember making this video this horrifying, but cool. Yeah. It's a remix of a song you haven't heard yet, and apparently I really wanted the whole thing to be horrifying. This song in particular is the reason I say the album gave me anxiety. I did not know that. Well, okay, so we're past the worst of it then? Yeah, maybe? Next up is Eczema, which is way more than Goatcore, but on the same level as Mad About Pizza. This was me. Let me see. When did I upload those two relative to one another? Because I actually don't know. This was technically my first single. This is the thing that I was like, okay, I'm gonna put this out there so that it's like, boom, I'm doing music on the internet, right? Okay, yeah, this
There's nothing holding
Stop.
you back.
Stop. Why are you playing ads on my videos? I don't have monetization, YouTube. This was February 22nd, and the Vsauce Joey one was March 6th. So these were like 2 weeks apart, not even. So Eczema, I definitely, because I made the Yol one and like immediately posted it. There's nothing holding you back. Yeah, this is definitely like, I was like, I'm gonna put this out there, February 22nd, 2022. If I miss that date, then I'm not gonna get another chance to have just like a all the same number. You know what I mean? Because like, I guess until like March 3rd, 2033. But like, come on. So I was like, okay, March 20 or February 22nd. That's when it starts. I think I completed this probably. Geez, is it even in here? Actually, it's not in this folder. When did I finish this? Eczema. Here we go. That doesn't sound right. According to my files, my archived files, I finished this February 18th, 2022, which would mean that I made this song 4 days before I was going to release it. I mean, it's possible. I would believe it. You remember the second half make you feel more ick than the first? Yeah, that's fair. I wanted to put ciphers on my first album, but then I was like, ciphers are fun. Dude, you should. Yeah. Yeah, I think I was definitely like, I want this to be a thing. So for the visualizer, I just reused the music video for it. I just put a bunch of shit that either I liked or I thought looked cool. Same thing. The almond breaks are sampled. There might be a couple of other things that are like chopped up, like fucked up loops, but for the most part, again, I was really trying to just be like, no, I'm gonna build almost everything from scratch, you know. And out of the ones that I had done at the time, which was I don't remember when these last ones were made. I was like, this is the strongest one. This is the one that's going out first. So, here you go. I don't remember what my own fucking songs sound like. This doesn't have almond breaks in it. I programmed these drums too. The vocals that you're about to hear are sampled, but and obviously the klaxon is sampled, but okay, I don't want to interrupt. This is genuinely one of my favorite parts of like anything I've ever produced. This like the way that this sample is integrated. Oh yeah. Okay, this part, the part that's about to start, and then how it just cuts off. Like it's good. It tickles my ears.
millions in merchandise, lots of friendly help. Prices so low they blow the stores away.
So yeah, I don't know why the fuck I thought that had almond breaks in it. That's a really good example of just, I really like drums. I like the way that drums sound. Now we're playing Can You Find the PD? Wait, what you mean? Like in the in the video, I got you. And yeah, that sounded most like the second album. Yeah, because a lot, like maybe the first half of the second album was made very, very quickly after this. Most of this album was completed in February 2022. It just wasn't like mixed properly until May, and that's why it got released in June. And a lot of the second album I made like immediately after this, you know, because I was like, all right, I got the fucking juice, let's keep going, you know. Pink t-shirt boating accident. This one, did this have an alternate title originally? This one was just originally titled Boating Accident. This one is a sample of Ace doing vocals, actually. And this was me trying to revisit what I was doing with like a vague ocean view, where I was like, okay, can I make another soundscape, but can I make it as good as I thought that one sounded all this time later? Yeah, we right after New Year's, we visited a like defunct bomb storage facility, and the acoustics were fucking crazy. So I kind of stole Ace's voice, you know. Yeah. This is the kind of madness I had in mind when I asked you to edit a video. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I go a little crazy with the video editing sometimes. So this one, let's give it a listen. I cannot place this one off the top of my. I know as soon as I hear it, I'll be like, that one. I remember the end of this one, but not the beginning. That clapping is also from the bomb storage place. When I tell you the acoustics are crazy, this barely has any filters put on it. Like, it's EQ'd, but like that reverb was natural reverb. Yeah, Ace, what would you say? They were like 100-foot diameter circles, maybe? Like circular facilities that were like half buried underground. And they were like cone-shaped. So it was like a circle at the base, and then it kind of peaked up at the top where there was like a vent. And it was just all concrete. So they were just, yeah, these giant fucking domes, like half subterranean domes, where you like went into the side of a hill, like a fucking hobbit hole, to get into them. And the echo was just insane. I remember that video, but I didn't connect to this. Yeah, like I was like, that's admittedly that is probably one of the more forgettable ones, probably because it's so short, because it's not like super developed, you know what I mean? But you want to bring your guitar down? I bet that would sound fucking great. Dysphoria Hoodie was my attempt. I wanted to cover a lot of ground in my first album, because I want to, over time, do shit in a bunch of different genres. You know what I mean?
He's gay.
Oh, Spike, thank you for resubscribing. Oh shit, y'all, 2 more subs and I'll play Subnut. Also, hello Spike, how are you today? So this one, I was like, okay, at some point, I'm gonna do a fucking noise album. Like, it's going to happen at some point. You know, it's just wherever the wind takes me, right? Wherever I feel like. So I need to prime listeners with the idea that that's going to happen. So I need to put just a fucking noise song on here. Hilariously, right? I'm proud of this song. Don't get me wrong. Like, I am. The songs that I think slap the hardest and would have the widest appeal, Eczema and Mad About Pizza. They get decent views, right? Because of the title of this one, Dysphoria Hoodie, which was it was the working title as well. From the beginning, I was like, I want something that feels like nasty. Like the feel is supposed to be uncomfortable and nasty, and like you associate, you know, like having a dysphoria hoodie with when you're not feeling so fucking great, right? Because of the title, this ended up on somebody's Spotify playlist of specifically trans songs. This was just a couple months ago because I noticed this is one of my most listened to songs. And it's because it's on a playlist with a bunch of other like explicitly trans songs that are very like, the titles are very obviously, you know, about like trans issues or like being trans or something. And I was just like, all right, fuck it, we ball. Like my most listened to song is a noise song. Let's fucking do it. Like it was meant to be. It's kind of incredible, honestly. But yes, spoiler alert, Spike. That is going to happen eventually. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is one of the other ones that gives you anxiety, Ace. I don't want to hurt your sweet baby heart because this one is it. You know it's coming. Here we go. So take a short break here so we don't like overdose, right? Spike, if we get to the cost of Gollum, which is $50 on Steam, I will purchase and play Gollum all the way through. And it's like 20 goddamn hours, so we're going to be in the shit if that happens. Audacity has a function. Pro tip, unironically, pro tip for any aspiring noise musicians who want to work digitally. Audacity has a function. I have Audacity open right now, actually, because I got that sample earlier.
Sorry, everybody. No pee-pee for you.
If you go up here, all right, real quick, you go to import raw data. The import raw data function will allow you to take literally any application or file.
Sorry, everybody. No pee-pee for you.
Any application or file. Wait, what did you? Oh, 420. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sir Dumpy, for the 420. Hopefully that'll update soon. It'll let you import any piece of data or application, like an exe file, a txt file, though txt files are really small, so you generally won't get that much. It'll import them as data and convert them into audio. So, there's a joke about PD having that tendency, but I'm tired. So, when you do that, I'm going to take this off screen so you can't see like my file system, but just real quick. Here, I'm going to play I'm going to continue playing the song while I pull this up. Okay, we're microdosing. We're at the end of the album now. We're microdosing on this. I actually forgot. I really fucking like this song. Okay, here's an example of what I'm talking about. This is how I create songs like this. So when you do that function, import raw data, point it at any fucking thing. You can't use it on a folder, but on an individual file. This is an uninstall function for Krita. It's a very small file. It's not going to give you a lot of data. This is easy anti-cheat, which runs every time that you run like Fortnite and shit like that. That gives you 18.5 seconds of data that it interprets as audio. Let me turn this down because it's going to be loud as fuck. So let me just do like really, really low. You end up with this. So something fun that you can do. Treat this like a sample. You find something that has enough data, at least a couple megabytes, an exe file or something. You find the parts that sound really fucking cool and you sample them. And then you turn them into something like what we're listening to right now. See, like, oh, like that's fucking good. That's fucking good. But what I'm getting at is that it's no two programs, no two files are going to sound the same. So you end up with a lot of really fucking weird textures like this. And that's how I produce music like this, Actually, that sounds identical. I'm wondering what is in this file. That's something from the second album. The Easy Anti-Cheat EXE must have something identical. No! You know what? I think it's, I used a game EXE. I used a game EXE for something. It might have been like Elden Ring or something, which I must have used something that has Easy Anti-Cheat baked into it or something like that. Because that sample is literally in my second album. But again, we'll get there in December, And then the sound from Lane, because it's the coziest fucking sound in the world. Ooh. Let's do an album of remixed PS1 ROMs. Fucking let's go. I am so down. That's what you were going to talk about at the end? Oh, okay. Tell me. What did you notice that you were going to talk about? All right, final song. The Night Might Be Young, My Legs Are Tired. Once again, this one came from the list when we were hanging out with Dumpy of good song titles that we came up with while we were in California. I don't remember much about the production of this one, if I'm being honest. Okay, that part is a sample from a much earlier music project that I worked on in high school. That's actually, I guess that's technically the second example of PD vocals. That's my voice when I was like 16. Yeah, you can join the Discord afterwards. This one I think was a lot of the same. I think this was me trying to use Cakewalk and Audacity to like layer something really super. This right here was the original cover when this was supposed to just be an EP. So I took all the individual elements and put them, restructured them so that they could move. So this is what the original cover was going to look like. I think the cover that I ended up with is much, much better. This one actually is another public domain free sound download. It does it because I layered this one, so like because I put so many effects on this one. It could be, but no, it's from free sound. Very deliberate, intentional callback to it might literally be the first episode of Serial Experiments Lane. The chalk sound effect. If you've watched it, you probably recognize that. It's not the original sound. It's just I was trying to call back to it. I honestly didn't remember that the album ended that way. It's funny. It's funny because I listened to this obviously multiple times before I released it and probably at release, but it's funny that I didn't remember the order or anything. So that was my first album. Yeah, produced between I guess 2017 and 2022, and yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope could give you some background here. I hope you found it interesting.